What's going on, guys? Lawson here. So I've been looking at different videos and stuff, and people doing different challenge videos, and either where they're having a limited budget where they give themselves $50 to go buy gear from Walmart to fish, or using kind of an unconventional way to catch fish, whether it's using a kid's rod and that kind of weird stuff. So I want to do something kind of unique and interesting. So I decided I'm gonna go to Walmart and try to find just the absolutely most garbage, weird looking lures I can find. Stuff that typically when you're in the store, when you pass it up, you think, who in their right mind even buys this stuff or uses it? I'm going to see if I can just catch some fish on the weirdest stuff I can find. I'm probably going to buy 3 or 4 lures and just see how it goes. And hopefully we can catch some fish on them. But going to go out of the comfort zone and use some weird different tackle today. Let's go to Walmart, get some stuff. So I'm here in the fishing aisle of Walmart, and they really don't have a ton of weird stuff. This is like the goofiest looking thing I've found so far, but I'm going to keep looking, see if I can find maybe 2 or 3 more weird looking lures. But they actually have a decent selection of stuff, surprisingly, but I'm going to keep digging for something wacky. Alright, I am back from Walmart. I'm going to do a little bit of unboxing. Not really, just going to take a minute or two to talk about all these weird baits I got right here. And most of them are actually bass baits, but they really didn't have much saltwater selection in general, and there wasn't really any weird saltwater stuff. They're just like gulp shrimp and DOA shrimp and some like flare hawks and stuff like that. So I picked out just the weirdest stuff I can look, and so 3 of the things happen to be bass lures. But we're going to try to see if we can catch some fish out in the river in the salt with them. So we're going to start with this stupid looking thing. Dog's barking. Alright, I'm going to start with this weird, it's a buzz frog essentially, but it's just so dumb looking. Oh, and it's new for 2014. Top of the line stuff right there. But, I'm going to bust this bad boy open. So, essentially, it's pretty standard. There's a buzz bait like that, but it's got a little tiny hollow body frog attached to the back end of it with a weird skirt and some really, just pristine looking feet. Look at those quality feet right there. It's just such a goofy looking thing. I've seen, buzz frogs, mixed, but typically they're like soft plastic frogs that have kicking feet, not just a hollow body frog. I'm not sure what that accomplishes, but it looks goofy. But I think we can maybe get a jack or a snook to eat that, which would be cool. Moving along. Another killer right here. If I can open this stupid thing up. Alright, well that took me a solid 5 minutes to get out of the package, but this is a buzz plug right here, which is another kind of froggy looking bait, but you see it has this weird little buzz bait nose on it, and this just kind of a little mushroom looking end on the back of it with 2 single hooks. I think a jack will eat this, honestly. Jack are pretty aggressive, and I think this will work across the top well. It's just such a weird, strange looking thing. Like, I don't think I would ever try throwing these for bass. Maybe you guys have a better experience and have caught some big bass on these. I don't know. Third, an actual saltwater-like lure. This is a spoon, which is pretty standard, but this is just the weirdest looking spoon I've ever seen. And it's literally just like, there's no curvature or anything. It's just a flat piece of lead that it looks like someone hit with a hammer and then painted white and put this little like reflective strip on, and then got a little child's toy eye, like sticker eye, and just smacked it on there. It's just, I don't know. I think this will work fine. It's just such a kind of crappy looking weird little spoon, and I thought I should throw something saltwater in there. And it was just the weirdest just a dumb looking spoon is really all I can say about it. And last but not least, a classic Beatle spin. This might be my favorite because it only cost me like $1.10, I think. All this stuff together cost me like 20 bucks, which I think most of it went into this thing. This was like 8 bucks, and then this was $7. This nice, beautiful buzz frog here. Dude, all this stuff is so hard to open. Alright, essentially what we're dealing with here is we got a big fat grub, which that itself just looks terrific. I do like the color of it though. and it comes with a blade that attaches to it through a snap swivel. So we are going to hook this up, and honestly, I don't think this would be bad if I was to take this little grub off and put like a DOA cal or swim bait of that kind of nature on it, but I'm going to stay traditional with it and leave this little bug on, this little grub, and I don't know what to expect. I think the buzz baits will probably work because Jack just love a loud top water. I think those will just work in general, but I'm not sure how I feel about this Beatle spin. I think this is going to be the hardest one right here, is old Beatley. But we're going to get in the water. Enough talking about these things. Gosh, that was hard to put on. We're going to get in the water. Enough talking about these stupid looking baits. See if we can catch some fish and actually have some results with them. We're just going to do the spoon like we do all wall fishing. Throw it up by the wall and rip it off. On. It must be a jack. Alright, first fish is on. Just a little jack. Oh, he's actually a decent sized one. He's shaking hard though. Such a strong fish. He's not like tiny, he's not big though either. Alright, that's the first fish for our weird lure challenge right there. Alright, first lure of our weird lure challenge complete right there. Got a weird little spoon in his mouth. That was going to be the easiest one, I knew, and I just wanted to knock it and get out of the way first so I could work on all the more difficult things. But first fish of the day, let's see. This is probably the most normal lure of all of the weird ones too. So this one's done. We're gonna move on and see if we can actually knock out some of these little harder ones that we got. All right, little handsome guy right there. First fish down. He's off. All right, lure number 2, the old Beatle spin right here. I don't know how confident I feel about the bait. I enjoy the color of the soft plastic, but we're gonna see if we can catch one. Ooh, good fish, good fish. It must be a jack here. On the Beatle spin. I don't think he's as big as I thought he was. When he first hit, it felt like a ton of bricks on the end of my line. Yeah, he's coming right in. He's about the same size as the last one. Let's see if we can land this guy. He got my rod completely bent in half. He might be a little bigger than the first one. Maybe around the same size. Alright, we got leader touch. I'll count it. Alright, that is fish number 2 for our weird lure challenge. That one on the Beatle spin right there. That's actually the second fish I've had on that now. First one busted off or came off, but be able to land this one. It's probably a 5-pound jack. That's nice. As I was pulling him in, there was another one around his size, if not a little bigger, sitting underneath him, looking at me pull him in the boat. But Beatle spin's done. I've kind of been going in like order of what I think is going to be easiest to hardest. So now I have the 2 top waters left, the Buzz Frog and then the weird, I don't even know, a Buzz Plug is what it's called. I'm gonna unhook him and see if we can work on those topwaters now. Pretty much got the rest of the night to knock those topwaters off the list, so we're gonna get at it. Buzz plug. All right, onto the buzz plug right here. I think this is gonna be a little easier than that weird buzz frog, but we'll see. What was that? Oh, it came off, dude. I think that was a snook. Dang it. I feel like getting anything. Ooh, I'm getting swung at already. Oh, there's snapper, dude. There's gotta be snapper. Snapper, tiny jack. Nope. It's a little cuda. It's a decent cuda. Alright, so the backwater mission was not a success. I only had 1 or 2 bites right when I first pulled up, and it was a cuda that followed me all the way to the boat, only about 15 inches long. But sun's finally starting to go down, so we're gonna move out to the main river again and hopefully hook into some big jack or snook out in the river. I'm predicting jack just because the water's a little cold and it's about 69 degrees out, probably 70 degrees. So probably jack, but we're still trying to knock off this goofy looking buzz bait and our buzz plug that I've been throwing. I think the buzz plug is going to happen. It's going to happen quick. If we find the fish, it's going to happen. I think the frog is going to take a little time. I'm hopeful though, but we got to get on some fish as the main part. Alright, I'm pulling up to a wall that I already fished earlier today, and it produced 2 fish for me, so I've been struggling, so I'm just coming back to this wall and hoping that it can produce those 2 more fish that I need in this challenge for me. It's been a very productive wall lately. Hopefully we can pull our last 2 fish we need off of it, and then maybe once we catch those 2 fish, try to catch a big daddy to kind of end this challenge right. But pulling up to the wall real slow, gonna drop the troll motor in and start throwing the little buzz plug. Oh, come on, he missed it, he missed it, he missed it. What is that? Those look like bluefish. Alright, unfortunately it is time to call it. I was not able to complete the challenge. I wasn't able to catch something on this little buzz plug, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the buzz plug. I had 1 fish on it and I had 2 blow-ups as well, but it just wasn't connecting. And then the buzz frog over here, this weird looking thing right there, I barely even got to throw it, you know. I was really trying to knock out that buzz plug because I thought that'd be easier than the buzz frog. And I threw the buzz frog for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes with no success. I just think last night we had a cold front sweep in, and it makes the topwater bite really difficult when you have cold water or cold air, you know, a sudden temperature change. It just makes the bite hard in general, but it also makes the topwater bite really difficult. But those are just excuses. It doesn't matter. I still had a ton of fun doing this, something unique and different. I mean, I enjoy challenging myself and pushing myself to try new things, and I thought this was a fun way to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys. See you next time.